What film role was 100% perfectly cast? John Candy as Uncle Buck. Arnold as the Terminator. Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday in Tombstone. When they recast James Earl Jones's role as Mufasa for The Lion King, the person they got to replace him was James Earl Jones. Kathy Bates as Annie Wilkes in Misery. Tim Curry in Clue, Rocky Horror, Muppet Treasure Island, Ferngully, etc. The whole cast of The Shawshank Redemption. Special mention to Morgan Freeman. Made Morgan's voice iconic. Full Metal Jacket. All roles were brilliantly cast but GNY. Sergeant Hartman is the truest character in the film. R. Lee Ermey was a drill instructor in the Marine Corps and brought in only to advise, but he wanted the role. He put on a uniform and showed Kubrick how it should be and got the part over Tim Colcherry, who was already cast but moved to the door gunner's part. Edit. Wow, thank you, my first award ever. Bryan Cranston as Hal in Malcolm in the Middle and as Walter White in Breaking Bad. Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men. Daniel Day-Lewis as Daniel Plainview, There Will Be Blood. Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. Vincent D'Onofrio as the Bug in the Edgar suit in Men in Black. The fact that he wasn't even nominated for an Oscar for that role is plain and simply a crime against humanity. Think about it. We all, well, cinephiles at least, are intimately familiar with who Vincent D'Onofrio is and what he looks like. And yet, there isn't a moment in that entire film when we aren't wholly convinced that he is anything other than a cockroach wearing human skin, uncomfortably. Actors get Oscars for playing humans with human problems. Not that far of a stretch for a human actor. But Vincent played a bug stuffed inside of ill-fitting skin. Convincingly. And we snub him because we don't take comedy seriously. Slap yourself. Academy. Slap yourself right in the dick. Anyone other than Andre the Giant as Fezzik would be inconceivable. If only he could have played the mountain that rides. Alan Rickman in Galaxy Quest. Though I could have posted just Alan Rickman, and the post would have still answered the question. Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard. Definitely Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal. Chris Tucker as Ruby Rhod from The Fifth Element. I heard they wanted Prince. But Chris was perfect. No one was ready for that. Tilda Swinton as the Archangel Gabriel in Constantine. Christian Bale for American Psycho. Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly. And of course, Christopher Lloyd as Doc Brown. David Tennant as Crowley. Raul Julia and Angelica Houston as Gomez and Morticia. They were both perfect individually, but the way they played off of each other took it to another level. Edit. Oh snap. I got awards and such. Thanks. I feel good that my best comment ever is about the Addams Family. It feels right. Rainn Wilson as Dwight Schrute. Hugo Weaving as Agent Smith in The Matrix. Patrick Stewart as Professor X. Leonardo DiCaprio as Arnie Grape in the movie What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Rowan Atkinson as Mr. Bean. Joaquin Phoenix in Walk the Line. A superb Johnny Cash. Rosamund Pike as Amy Dunn in Gone Girl. She perfectly embodied the Amy of the book and somehow added even more depth to the character. She was truly excellent and deserved the Oscar emo. Robbie Coltrane as Rubeus Hagrid. Russell Crowe as Maximus in Gladiator. The speech once he takes off the mask is goosebump-inducing epic. Quiet strength. We'll say nothing about him as Robin Hood, though. Everyone in The Princess Bride. Most perfect casting of an entire movie ever. Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm in Jurassic Park. On second thought, all of the actors in Jurassic Park. Al Pacino as Michael Corleone. Every role in Girl. Interrupted. Winona Ryder and Angelina Jolie just nail their roles. But really every supporting actor freaking delivers, especially Clea Duvall and Brittany Murphy emo. Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones and Han Solo. I'd have to say Edward Norton as Jack, and Brad Pitt as Tyler Durden in Fight Club. But that entire cast was solid. They embodied the characters flawlessly from the book. John Malkovich in Being John Malkovich. Ian McKellen as Gandalf. LOTR. Nick Offerman as Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Bill Hader as the older Richie in IT. Chapter 2. Jack Black in School of Rock. Heath Ledger, the Joker. The Dark Knight. This is probably cheating, but Gary Oldman cast as literally anyone. The man is the perfect casting. Name one role that he played that he didn't nail. Judy Garland as Dorothy. Edit. I'm also aware of the abuse. I know about all of that. I would love if any conversation about her could be focused on her artistry, but of course you can say whatever you want. This is the internet after all. I would also love to use this to clarify that she was not molested by the Munchkins. Nor were they drunks. Because that seems to be a common thing that I see. Damn it Sid Luft and damn it Judy for coming up with that joke lol. I also met some of them and got to speak to them about it if anyone has any questions about that. My grandmother met Judy while being commissioned by her. But in the late 60s, so Dorothy wasn't really there anymore. But according to her, Judy was a wonderful, funny human being. One of the brightest lights she ever met. She said, regardless of all the bullshit, that she was just a very special human being. My mother was going to name me Judy after her. But my dad ended up picking my name. J. K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. Edit. Thanks for all the awards everyone. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I really liked Jamie Foxx as Django. Christoph Waltz was also really good. I really liked Christian Bale in American Psycho. The empty intensity, the simmering hatred he was able to portray as Patrick Bateman, could not have been pulled off by anyone else. This comment is getting up votes. So I shall use the bully pulpit to demonstrate my favorite scene in the film that shows off Bale's acting chops. Business card scene. Tommy Wiseau, The Room. Han Solo in Carbonite. Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber, Die Hard. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Sir Ian McKellen as Gandalf. Hugh Laurie as House. I know it's not a movie. But that casting is so good. I knew him from Blackadder before and was amazed at how perfect he was as House. Edit. Here is his audition tape for those that have never seen it. Louis Black as Anger in Inside Out. He's literally the angriest man alive. Robin Williams as the genie in Aladdin is one of the best cast film roles of all time. Pretty much everyone in The Big Lebowski. Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura. Charles Dance as Tywin Lannister. Had such a commanding presence. Edit. Oh shit gold. Not sure what it does. But thanks bro. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm glad he'll be returning again. Edit. Thanks for the awards guys. Christoph Waltz as Colonel Hans Landa in Inglourious Bastards. Not a film, but Peter Dinklage as Tyrion on Game of Thrones. Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn Lotr. Frank Underwood. Still sends shivers down my spine. I know they botched the overall franchise, but I thought Henry Cavill was the perfect Superman. Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. John Leguizamo as the Pest. Denzel Washington as Alonzo. Michael Scarn, played by Michael Scott. The best protagonist in the whole film industry. Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison. I'd say that Charlie Sheen was pretty perfect as Rick Vaughn in Major League. Everyone, Good Will Hunting. Aaron Paul as Jesse Pinkman. Edit. I got my first gold for being a Breaking Bad fan. Huh. Thanks, stranger. Alan Rickman, Severus Snape. Matthew Broderick as Ferris Bueller. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. He isn't comic book accurate but played the character well. Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. Gerard Butler as Leonidas in 300. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. RDJ as Iron Man.